can change some stuff in this show. So let me go ahead and make the necessary arrangements.
Lady Destroyer, Ivy Jackson, Jackie Blaze.
Those who watching early gets the worm. They'll get a preview of what's coming tonight. Anyway, for those of y'all that are going to be watching in about 3 minutes, we're going to start the show. I might actually start the show early. I always like to try to be on time as I promote it. I was late last week. Sorry about that. We had a lot of stuff. I had a show to do, but we got a good show for y'all tonight. So we gonna have a good old fashioned 2-on-2 tag team match. You're gonna get the strange bedfellows of Adrian Blackwolf and Faded Fox with the #1 contender in the corner of Adrian Black. And they're going to be taking the tag team of Death Squad, and it seems like Guan Bai. It seems like he's kind of building a little following lately. We saw this past week we had the Disciples, Kyle Oxley and Mondo Moore with him. That's going to be interesting going into Saturday all night flight. What up, CM Saint? We got Eddie Caldwell coming out, going to be on address the audience tonight. We got some divas action. Well, we got some women. We don't have divas in DWL. We have women. We have ladies. We give them praise in this here. So we got the newcomers Jesse TNT and Kadeva Storm gonna be another night with also would seem like some influence in the background. Jesse TNT has been kind of being trained by Romy and Isabella, as well as Kadeva Storm being trained by the powerhouse over there, Betty Boone and BB Watts. That's going to be interesting. A women's hardcore match tonight as Jackie Blaze, new interesting gear there, going against Ivy Jackson. That's going to be interesting because we know Sandra O'Grady is somewhere around. It seemed like SCJ is going to be taking on the returning Bishop Reese. Bishop Reese was in the original DWL. I suggest y'all go look at some of the old videos, kind of get an idea of who Bishop Reese is. Him and his brother Bison Reese was a tag team, and they had a strong rivalry with the fam, which is SCJ and Benjamin C. This would be interesting since Bishop Reese is the only one that's back, and they have yet to find the data to Bison Reese. We got some ladies action. We got the Twin Syndicate taking on the Nightmare Club. We got a promo from Piper Troy. And, of course, the main event, CM Saint in the TLC triple threat match for the South American Championship belt. Dante Simmons burning a special match last week, earning him a special reward. And it was a chance for him and his mentoree, which is Marco Brody there, to be in a match together for the belt. And it seemed like the high-ups has granted that. But we about to get into this action. We got less than 1 minute. We about to go ahead and kick off the show. It's DWL Wednesday Night Uprising. Let's jump to it.
I'm sinking to hell. I'm sinking to hell. Wishing you I'm just quit drinking, or that's what I'll tell you. Or that's what I'll tell you. That's what I'll tell you. I'm overthinking. I'm overthinking. I'm a sad boy. Wow, that's so dramatic. Couldn't find your love, but I always had it. Never said it. Never meant it. Nobody quite like you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is Wednesday night, and this is DWL Wednesday Night Uprising. I am comedian Chef 24/7. And in case you're trying to figure out what is DWL, DWL is a simulated wrestling show powered by the WWE 2K engine. It features creative characters created by our fans and creative characters created by our team, as well as interesting storyline and dialogue to keep you entertained. So sit back and relax, and as our motto says, be defiant. Tonight we about to go straight into the action because we got the champion kicking off the show in a strange bedfellows tag match. Strange bedfellows is people who don't normally tag team together. It seems that we got the mixed tag tonight of Faded Fox and Adrian Blackwolf tag teaming against Death Squad and Guan Bias. Guan Bias has been on quite a rampage for not getting enough in-ring time. Tank Brown is the #1 contender to Death Squad's belt, so he's in the back corner of his homeboy Adrian Blackwolf of the Assassin Squad right there. And you got Faded Fox with his girlfriend Batty Banks about to do it big tonight. Can they take down the champion and Guan Bias? And what will happen if they win? What will happen if they lose? Hey, who knows? But we about to definitely get into some action tonight. We got a heck of a main event. We got a TLC match to close up tonight's show, a triple threat between Marco Brody and his trainer Dante Simmons versus CM Saint, the South American champion, in a triple threat TLC match. That's going to be quite adventurous. We got Ivy Jackson versus #1 contender for the $1 million championship belt, my girl Jackie Blaze. But tonight, she's putting her title on the line because she's going to be putting the Hardcore Championship belt on the line in a match against Ivy Jackson. And we know Sandro Grady is something they're watching. We got the Nightmare Club. We got the Twin Syndicate. We got the newcomers of Cadaver Storm and Jesse TNT. Get ready for some good matches because tonight is about to get real, folks. And I know one thing. I know that y'all gonna like this just as much as I like this. We should have a good show tonight. It should be quite an impact. We are playing around with a few mechanics. We don't control the show. We put the computer AI in the situation. We just set up the matches. But tonight, as you've seen this past week, we have incorporated a new thing where we inject, as our homeboy Ken can say, a little chaos into some of our storylines. So tonight, you might see that happen. Don't be surprised. Don't be shocked. We still ain't controlling it. We just let the computer do what they do to tell a story. But anyway, we about to get to the Uprising Arena. And it's time to be defiant, because we about to find out who's going to win in this strange fellow tag team matchup. Ready, y'all? Faded Fox, Blackwolf versus Death Squad and Guan Bias. Let's go to the ring. And here they come, making their way to the ring. And look at Tank Brown is already set up and ready to go in the corner of Faded Fox and Adrian Blackwolf, which is kind of unique. He's coming out with Faded Fox tonight. I guess he's giving Adrian Blackwolf a break. Adrian Blackwolf giving him his time to shine, especially since they are also former rivals and seem to be good friends. I mean, honestly, I'm shocked that Adrian Blackwolf is so supportive of his good friend Tank Brown, his former rival of the Assassin Wrestling Academy in Tibet. It's the home. Ironically, the Assassin Academy in Tibet is loving this right now. They got to. The AWA got to be loving this. The Assassin Wrestling Academy, think about it. Tank Brown is your #1 contender for the Men's World Championship belt, the DWL World Championship belt. He's the #1 contender. Death Squad is the champion, right? But Tank Brown graduated from Assassin Wrestling Academy. And if you look even deeper into the women's division, the #1 contender for the $1 million women's champion is Jackie Blaze, also a graduate of the Assassin Wrestling Academy. I'm sorry, guys, of the Assassin Wrestling Academy. Adrian Blackwolf, Tank Brown, and Jackie Blaze are all three alumni of this program. And right now, they're on top of the world. And I know for Adrian Blackwolf, a win in this match, especially with the high-ups involved, could mean so much more. And it seems that Adrian Blackwolf has been wearing his his old school influence gear quite often lately. I mean, when we first came, he had the kind of super ninja assassin look for the new DWL, but now he's kind of going back to that traditional style. But I think along the way of losing the DWL World Championship belt, He didn't ask for a rematch. He didn't ask for another title shot. He just said give him time and he'll be back where he needs to be. That's kind of cryptic, but right now Adrian Blackwolf seemed to be just kind of shadowing along, trying to find influence again, trying to find purpose. And I don't know, for a guy like that, he needs some kind of purpose, but I'm wondering, will tonight he find it in the ring? I mean, even his own tag team partner, got to think about it, Tank Brown is the #1 contender, and you would think that the tag team would come out together, but the Assassins did not come out together. The Assassin Squad did, they couldn't do it. And it seems like Tank Brown coming out aligning himself with Faded Fox and a little bit less of Adrian Blackwolf, I guess trying to focus more on the singles belt than focus on the actual tag team that they have. But I guess when you both kind of solo stars, you can handle it in the ring. And here comes the DWL World Champion to kick off tonight's show, Death Squad.
Australia, weighing in at 273 pounds, the Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Champion,
And Death Squad. Death Squad has had a vendetta for the longest, guys, with Adrian Blackwolf. He has had his boy Faded Fox under his wing alongside Angelo Shaw and my boy Eddie Caldwell. But lately, it seems like he stands alone. Nobody's at his side no more, and it seems like Death Squad is letting it be what it be. Death Squad is also a two-time champion. Check him out. Saying go follow my boy Demon Savage. He is the owner of that organization, and he's also a champion there. So I mean, I guess the weight of having 2 championship belts on his shoulder right now is pretty heavy, and I guess holding the team down, I guess it's just not in the cards for Death Squad no more. I mean, the Golden Circle served their purpose. It got him to the gold, and then the circle was shattered. It was shattered when Faded Fox took the first steps by leaving, deciding to let go of the tag team belts and go out on his own to win a championship belt, breaking that circle. And I mean, if I'm Death Squad and I'm looking at the 2 dudes who I have a problem with the most, I just might need a little backup. And I love this guy that's about to come to the ring. I honestly feel his grief when he said he wasn't getting enough screen time. The higher ups had to book him in something tonight. The higher ups had to give him a match tonight, and hopefully he could show his worth to the higher ups right now. It's Guan Boss, and I mean honestly, when they signed Guan Boss, I expected big things of him and Azrael Lex, but as of lately, it seems like the former South American champion has yet to get his niche up in the DWL arena. Now, we seen him and Azrael Lex have some kind of words this past week, and they are actually booked in a no holds barred match now on this weekend's DWL Defiant. But tonight, Guan Baz gets an opportunity to tag alongside the champion, and a person that wants to showcase his talent, that is burst with energy and burst with skills. Is only a matter of time before he could really show what he's made of and blow everybody's minds. Here we go. Death Squad trying to start off straight out the back, and look at it, starting a little slow, but I love it. Love the power Death Squad coming out with straight out the gate. And Faded Fox. And honestly, right now, it's not necessarily a win-lose situation. It's really a showcase of the talent. It gives Tank Brown an opportunity to watch Death Squad in action to see if he can really hold himself in a match. I mean, think about it. He doesn't have the Golden Circle, so he doesn't have a trust of a faction anymore. And I mean, having Guan Bas as his partner only gives him so much trust, because you got to think about it. Honestly, they never been in a match together. Okay, and Faded Fox giving that kickoff, and you already know how the rivalry started with them. Death Squad in the reboot of the DWL after we lost all our data. Death Squad was one of the first ones easily to return because his data didn't belong to us in the first place. So he was easily able to come back, and along the way, We got shared data of other members as far as like my boy Faded Fox, who is also an SPCK. You know, check out my boy Demon Savage. He be doing his thing. Faded Fox has been a champion in every organization and company he's literally been in, and Death Squad has been the same. So when Death Squad suggested Faded Fox, and Faded Fox talked to the DWL organization and got signed, Death Squad thought it was a good idea to put them together in this faction called the Golden Circle. And they go Guan Bai's tagged in. And ever since then, Faded Fox has been on the warpath. And look at Guan Bai's sending a message to the former champion Adrian Blackwolf. And Guan Bai's, this is definitely a story. Guan Bai's new to DWL South American champion, like in his debut. I mean, it was wonderful. He's also South American wrestler. He actually has been in a couple of organizations himself, and he's new to DWL. His creator would rather watch than talk. I kind of like that demeanor, as well as Azrael Lex. They've also been in 2 other different organizations, but to have them both in DWL is definitely a treasure. And right now, I feel that Guan Bai's does deserve more ring time, and he hasn't been getting it. But also, Guan Bai's has been on a bit of a losing streak. So this is an opportunity for him to gain a W tonight. And look at that. Adrian Blackwolf with that sneaky assassin-like kick. They got to think about it for a moment. I thought Adrian Blackwolf was tagged in, and there go Faded Fox sending a message to the chest, taking down Guan Bai's. And for Guan Bai's, a win right here will put him in the World Heavyweight Championship kind of contingency. I mean, think about the players he's playing against. You know, Faded Fox was actually able to get one of the first pins on the champion, given the opportunity which granted Angelo Shaw the belt, which ultimately landed to my boy Death Squad. Okay, and Adrian Blackwolf is tagged in, and you gotta like the unity between the two. I mean, Faded Fox is not really a tag team guy. He's not a guy who wants to be on your team, but he's the guy that you need on your team. And I mean, to say that they've actually working out pretty good in the tag department is amazing. And look at Guan Bai's trying to get a little payback from earlier, taking it to the boy Faded Fox down on the ground, and Tank Brown was trying to catch him but missed. And that's another thing. You're not paying attention to who's in the corner. You have Batty Banks in the corner. You have Tank Brown, who is the #1 contender. At any moment, he could just take down Death Squad and start beating them down way before they meet up at Payday. Okay, and they go to tag. The tag is in. And mind you, we're 6 weeks away from that pay-per-view. 6 weeks away from my next pay-per-view Payday. And right now, all we know on the card is that Death Squad will be defending his belt against Tank Brown. And that's going to be interesting, folks, because Tank Brown, a former hardcore champion, a former South American champion, a former tag champion. He has a lot of notches across his belt, and he can mean business in DWL. And look at straight from Death Squad, sending a message. The champion looking marvelous in this match.
It looks to me like he's really trying to carry this team on his back.
And to say he's been holding belts for 2 different companies, he's really been doing his thing lately. I mean, he's not showing no fatigue. They've been kind of working with him with his schedule, but he's showcasing all his talent. And here we go. We're about to see the overhead belly to belly. I love it every time. Devastating. Better than Lance Archer, baby. And look at Death Squad flexing in front of Faded Fox, his former member. And look at him flexing in front of the #1 contender, Tank Brown. And my boy Adrian Blackwolf trying to get to his body. And look at Death Squad has to be loving this. The roles are reversed. And look at him, the hit to the former traitor of the Golden Circle, Faded Fox. And look at Batty Banks stepped up, stopping him from getting any closer to Faded Fox. You gotta love a girlfriend that has your back, and she is tough as they come. She's also have been doing some intense training because she is trying to achieve the same thing as her boyfriend, some of that championship gold. And there go Death Squad hitting Faded Fox again, taking them out. And there go Adrian Blackwolf trying to shake back Tank Brown, wait for him to come down to the bottom. He's not trying to get him disqualified, to even give him a decency of getting under his skin. And look at Death Squad.
Doesn't show any signs
And
of giving
Adrian
up here,
Blackwood
guys.
has
No,
really
he's taking one heck of a
been on
beating,
a
Michael.
downhill slope. I mean, he says he's trying to find his itch. I don't understand. I guess losing that championship belt took some of the shine away, some of the mysterious away from Adrian Blackwood. Adrian Blackwood has been on the road since the original DWL, and he's literally been non-stop. And losing the belt was his first time stopping. And Death Squad with the Death Strike.
There it is.
And look at Faded Fox trying to save his partner. And Guan Boss with a clothesline.
Oh, and he's still down, Byron.
And Guan Boss, that was impressive by Guan Boss. Guan Boss needs to get out the ring before he calls a disqualification. Death Squad picking up Adrian Blackwolf. And think of all the stories was Adrian Blackwolf first face Death Squad. It's been a non-stop mission to take the belt from him, and look at him now. Death Squad is the champion, but it's kind of bittersweet because he didn't take the belt from Adrian Blackwolf. But the champion is still a champion, and look at my boy Adrian Blackwolf.
This might be the opportunity he needed.
And I'm getting word he called that the Broken Angel. And look at the kick from Adrian Blackwolf. He still got some fight. And the champion Death Squad just might have found a run for his money. It seemed like he found a little bit of that fire, a little bit of that vigor back in him again. And look at Guan Ba saving the day, taking down Adrian Blackwolf, blocking him from that 1, 2, 3.
But he's got to get up now.
Death Squad needs to focus, get back on his feet, and look at Death Squad all over the ground right now as Adrian Blackwolf does his thing. And you know how Death Squad feels about Adrian Blackwolf. And look at the champion with the martial arts kicks. And look at Adrian Blackwolf answering back.
And he goes for the pin.
1, 2, Guan Boss once again saving the momentum and saving the moment.
And Byron, he's still down after that one. Yeah, that did some big time damage, Michael.
And Guan at the ring, waiting. Boss is waiting for Death Squad to make that tag. Adrian Blackwolf on the top rope with that magnificent flip. And the referee smart to take the chair out. He's finally doing his job tonight.
Yeah, there's no way he comes back from this. Might as well ring the bell now.
And they go to tag. Faded Fox is tagged in. Adrian Blackwolf didn't even want to savor the win. And now it's Fox turn. Fox on the middle rope. And he's summoning for Death Squad to get up. Death Squad shake back. Oh, and the damage from Faded Fox.
Hoping to make a tag here.
And look at the champion. Two of his former rivals are both taking him down. And Guan Boss got to pull the win out for the team right now. You got to love a strange bedfellows match. You never know what's going to happen when you just put two people together and slip them in the tag team. And there go Guan Boss, the pride of South America right there. He wears it on his sleeve with that. Ooh, and he missed. Faded Fox and Guan Boss once again.
Magnificent.
And that was a page turner right there, taking out Faded Fox. Faded Fox is out the ring. The champion Death Squad is out the ring. And right now, Adrian Blackwolf is watching as Guan Boss just flopped. And we got the High Ups Big State winning in the building. And I know she is not pleased because Guan Boss has definitely been pleading to the High Ups for more ring time. He needs to win this match tonight because if he loses, it's just another frown down according to the High Ups.
That he's here.
Focus, but the referee is still counting as they're not thinking about to take this back to the ring. And Faded Fox with a DDT. And Death Squad trying to save the day, trying to get the win in this match. It ain't about beating up their opponent. It's about showing their opponent who the winner is and what the loser is.
Still trying to get back to his feet here.
Death Squad saving Guan Boss, and now Death Squad is pleading for Guan Boss to get on his feet to make the tag. And Guan Boss with a magnificent kick to Faded Fox. Now can you get that pin, sir? It seemed like it didn't do enough damage. He got up on one, and he trying to go back and hit him with it again. And Guan Boss setting him up. It seemed like he going for what he went for earlier. Here we go, the change of pace. And that was a big boot taking off the face of Faded Fox. Can the referee get the 3 this time? 2. Oh, and he was close, but not close enough. And look at Death Squad.
Not where he wants to be right now. Yeah, you're not going to win many matches when you're down.
Now, you know how I feel about the showboating. And Guan Bas taking the time to showboat instead of going for the win, going for the win. And he going to the top ropes. Can he do it? And he missed once again. And Guan Bas seemed to be the lost. His train of landed for a second because this is the second time this has happened in the match. And look at Faded Fox with that vicious overhand left. 1, 2, boom, and that squad saving him by a mere millisecond.
He doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
The champion wants to win. And look at Batty Banks is acting crazy outside of the ring. The girlfriend of Faded Fox is acting crazy. And look at Tate Brown cheering him on, and he missed it. And Guan Bas saving his skin by just a chance.
This is not where you want to be.
Faded Fox once again setting him up. Guan Bas. And Guan Bas is trying with everything in his power to pull out a magnificent win tonight.
Fox with serious reason for concern. He needs to find a way to create some
and
space.
Guan is starting to feel it, and he's starting to take out Adrian Blackwolf, which I think should have been the least of his focus, but I guess take out the partner so you can take out the opponent.
Hey, when you have as much pride and character as he has,
nice throw in by Batty Banks. Faded Fox needs to get to his feet to finish this match. And Guan Bas is looking at Batty Banks right now, just piercing his eyes, staring dead at Batty Banks.
This match is all but over.
He's staring at Faded Fox girlfriend. The disrespect that Guan Bas is showing right now to Faded Fox as Faded Fox is trying to get to his feet. Faded Fox is about to see Guan Bas is just eyeing his girlfriend, and Guan Bas has just got caught by Faded Fox, and Faded Fox is in a kind of mood, and he's about to go for something vicious into the turnbuckle and slinging him like trash onto the ring. Rule number 1 to Faded Fox: don't stare at his girlfriend.
Like his chances right now.
And Faded Fox is now going out the ring. It's punishment time. Faded Fox is not worried about the match no more. He made a corner sin, and look at Guan Bas saving his skin for just a mere moment. And Guan Bas, oh!
Quite like this guy. Ill-advised move.
And Faded Fox fighting back.
Down with authority.
And that had to hurt him.
Wolf with the tag.
And tagging in Adrian Blackwolf. Faded Fox is getting his bearings together as Adrian Blackwolf take it to the ring. And I know he got stuff for Guan Bas in his arsenal. Here you go, baby. Guan made a problem tonight, and his problem was he ticked off Faded Fox. And now Adrian Blackwolf is getting some of this spoils right now. Adrian Blackwolf with the assassin strike.
That's what he was looking for, Michael. That one was even more impressive than the first time we saw it.
And there go Guan Bas, still in this match. He's like a cat with 9 lives. He keeps surviving. Every time he makes a flop, he comes back and he's still fighting. Look at Faded Fox saying, not this time. Faded Fox is still feeling some kind of way. Batty Banks is right behind him, offering support and security. You can't ask for nothing better. And look at him, almost taking out Batty Banks in the process. Fox is on the ground. Blackwolf was on the ground. Guan Bas is standing, and Tank Brown cannot interfere but only observe. Things are getting serious, guys. The two competitors got to get to their feet. And Blackwolf is back to his feet, sliding in, and is able to sneak in, and out of nowhere takes out Guan Bas.
I don't know what it is, but they'll find it. Oh boy,
and there go Adrian Blackwolf. Guan Bas saving his soul again. I'm telling you, Guan Bas has to be like a cat with 9 knives. I can't believe it. He's still in this match. What up, Demon Savage? I just gave you a shout out too. What's up, buddy? Shout out to Demon Savage, the owner of SPCK Wrestling. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on Instagram. He have other organizations too. But y'all follow the rabbit hole and y'all will find out more. I just give you the name. You got to do the work, baby. And looking at doing the work Guan Bias is trying to do the work to get him a win tonight from a long losing streak he's trying to shake off. And Guan Bias is once again getting stuck on himself. The weakness of Guan Bias and Death Squad is trying to get his attention. The champion is trying to coach him into this win. And Guan Bias got to get it. And look at Faded Fox. Faded Fox has not even realized Guan Bias is on his trail again. And look at him, he's harassing Batty Banks once again.
The longer this fight goes on, the more wear and tear on each competitor.
And I think Faded Fox wants a tag. But right now, Adrian Blackwolf is on the other end. He realized, Faded Fox has realized that. Oh, this is a Strange Bedfellows match.
Oh, and he reverses it.
And in case you're joining in, as I just said, this is a Strange Bedfellows match. In case y'all don't know what that is in wrestling term, that's when you get two people who normally don't tag together and you throw them in a match for a good time. And right now, Faded Fox is pissed off because Guan Bias has been stalking his girlfriend, Batty Banks, all night. And look at the tag team by Adrian Blackwolf and Faded Fox.
He misses on that one.
You gotta love it. Adrian Blackwolf and Faded Fox have been on the same page this whole match. And you gotta think about it. Just a few weeks back, about a month ago, it was your boy Faded Fox taking out Adrian Blackwolf for even a championship opportunity. Now it's still traditional tag, buddy. And there go Adrian Blackwolf. Oh, with the black wing. And Guan Bias is out the ring again, and there go Batty Banks, getting some revenge from earlier, making him go in and take his punishment. You gotta love a girlfriend who's mad. And there he is. He's going for it. The assassin's kick.
I'm just as surprised as you guys are.
And Death Squad is just watching. The champion Death Squad is just watching Guan Bias lose because of his own foolishness. And this could be over. 1, 2, 3, folks. It's over with Faded Fox and Adrian Blackwolf won. They worked together. The two enemies pulled it together and made a fool out of the champion and his opponent, Guan Bias. Guan Bias begged the high-ups to book him in a match, and Guan Bias he was like a cat with 9 lives. I thought he was going to survive this match, but Guan Bias flopped every time he got hot, and it seemed like stalking Faded Fox's girlfriend, Batty Banks, only made Faded Fox more pissed off, which led to my boy getting beat up by both Adrian Blackwolf and Faded Fox. Guan Bias was a fool tonight, and it cost him and the champion.
That's a big win, although there was a moment there where I thought it was going to go the other way. This is one of those wins you don't
Good match, fellas.
soon.
Rule of thumb, never stalk Faded Fox girlfriend. Yes. I have been showing some likes and stuff. I've been watching it when I get off at work. Y'all make sure y'all check out Demon Savage too. Put your Instagram in the comment box so they can follow, brother. And if y'all want to be a part of DWL, make sure y'all follow us at DWL_wrestling. But anyway, we about to keep going. We got my boy Eddie Caldwell coming to the ring. God knows what he's about to talk about. We haven't seen Eddie Caldwell since the destruction of the Golden Circle with Death Squad. And now Eddie Caldwell is back tonight, and it seems like he's about business. Rumor around the mill is supposedly he's about to manage a new tag team to take on the team of the tag team champions of Dallas Fan for Life and Death, of course, aka the Shuffman Cartel. Thank you for that. Make sure y'all follow my boy Demon Savage on Instagram. He has some other organizations, mind you, is Defiant Wrestling League. We are a league, and he's a part of that league, so make sure y'all check him out. We're a whole bunch of people that love wrestling, and we like to put on shows with creative characters for you. And as always, hey, if you want to be a part of our type of stuff, get with us, man. We create your wrestling on there, too. We love it. You seen Faded Fox and Death Squad. They are featured on his show as well. And as I mentioned earlier, Death Squad is also the champion on his show as well. But we're about to jump into the ring. My boy Eddie Caldwell is about to come up with something mysterious and goofy to say. I'm more than sure. But let's see if he talk about this tag team he's allegedly managing. Let's go to the ring, baby.
He really loves that mic. Oh, this should be good.
And I like it. Eddie Caldwell in his mafioso attire. It's good to see him in that nice outfit. We seen him in a battle royal a few weeks ago, about 2 weeks ago, to determine the #1 contender for the belt. And we seen him kind of fell out pretty early on in the match. But he was dropped out by Buddy Shuffman, his good old rival. So I know since then he's seen Buddy Shuffman with the tag team he's also managing, and it seems like his own thing. And I see that, calling himself a coward who lives in the shadows, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. I like how he accepts that he's a coward. That's pretty interesting.
Likeable.
And it seems like the challenge we've been hearing about is going to happen tonight. And shout out to Demon Savage too. Make sure y'all check out his WrestleMania in 2 weeks. It's going to be fire. It seems like Eddie Caldwell is doing what I thought he was doing. He's calling out Buddy Shuffman. Oh my goodness. So I wonder who it's this tag team he's managing to take on Death and Dallas Fan for Life. I'm quite interested. You know, if you don't know the history of Eddie Caldwell and Buddy Shuffman, look no further than the South American champion. The South American Championship belt was won by Eddie Caldwell after a cheap win, which honestly Death had did most of the work in that match. Taking the belt was Eddie Caldwell becoming the champion. Over the few weeks that came on, they had a couple of run-ins with him and Death, and then Death decided, you know what, I'm gonna let Buddy Shuffman beat you. And Buddy Shuffman, with the help of his cartel, defeated Eddie Caldwell, becoming the champion. And since then, they been going at it. And it looks like Buddy Shuffman is not backing down. Buddy Shuffman wants the confrontation too, telling him if he's ready for a challenge, he's accepting it, and he has some unfinished business. Oh yeah, this is about to become something strange. I wonder who's going to be the tag team that Eddie Caldwell is managing. And look at Buddy Shuffman. He's telling Buddy Shuffman to leave. He don't understand. Buddy Shuffman is not going to go anywhere. Buddy Shuffman actually owns the tag team titles. I mean, think about it. He put together Death and Dallas Fan for Life. I mean, two of the most powerful men in DWL at the moment, holding the tag team champions. It seemed like they never going to give them up. And for Eddie Caldwell, I mean, Eddie Caldwell has pull. You got to think about those mafia ties that he has, and especially some of the pull he has with the higher-ups. So I'm just scratching my head because I wonder who's the tag team. And I have a sneaky suspicion that it's something tied into Buddy Shuffman's past, because it seems like the focus is more on Shuffman and not necessarily on his cartel. I mean, Eddie Caldwell could have called out Death. He could have called out Dallas Fan. But tonight he called out Buddy Shuffman. He even called himself a coward. Think about that. He called himself a coward going into this ring and then calling out Buddy Shuffman. I mean, what does that mean? What does that mean for us as a fan right now? I mean, I wonder what does Eddie Caldwell really have under his sleeve, because I think it's something very vile and very vicious. And look at him calling out Buddy Shuffman limited wrestling skills. I mean, Buddy Shuffman was once a manager in the original DWL. He did not wrestle, but he took the time to learn how to wrestle after his original team of the Disciples, which at that point wasn't even called the Disciples. It was called something else, and it was Kyle O and Mondo Moore. I mean, they both turned on Buddy Shuffman. I mean, and Buddy Shuffman had to learn to fight for himself. So what's wrong with that? I mean, I don't have no problem with Buddy Shuffman learning to wrestle. And I mean, for Eddie Caldwell to call him out was kind of disrespectful. But it looks like Eddie Caldwell is finally letting him know that it's coming for him. And whatever it is, I honestly have a feeling it's tied to Buddy Shuffman's past. And look at Buddy Caldwell. And look at Eddie Caldwell calling him out for the fight. You in the main event, see him, Saint?
I don't think you can be any more clear.
And that's it. Eddie Caldwell is leaving the ring. Buddy Shuffman is sitting there looking confused. And I know right now he's thinking about what the future holds. What does Eddie Caldwell have on Buddy Shuffman? What's the team that he's managing and when are they coming? And what does they have to do with Buddy Shuffman's past? This is going to be interesting, folks. This is going to be very interesting. All right, guys, we got another.
We'll see if the next match can equal
and we
that
going
last
straight
one.
into, we got the newbies. It's rookie time, baby.
We have a great match coming up
We
next.
got Cadaver Storm with the powerhouse behind the BB Watts and Betty Boone. They're going to be going at it against Jessie TNT, the newcomer, with the Queen Power Trip behind her. This is definitely going to be interesting because we know the new women tag team champions, BB Watts and Betty Boone, have been getting the best of Romy and Isabella Kobayashi. So tonight, they get an opportunity to prove all the naysayers wrong and hopefully coach this young lady to a positive win tonight. Jessie TNT new to DWL, but I know right now Cadaver Storm has definitely got to fight for her right, because I mean, they had a match this past week. It was a 6-woman match on DWL Defiant. Cadaver Storm proved herself to be the alpha of them all, but Jessie TNT still got some fight in her tonight, and I don't know who's going to win tonight, folks, but I know one thing is going to be going the hardest. I'm trying to get my music together, guys. I don't know what's going on. Shit. Alright, guys, my music back on. Sorry about that. Anyway, you jumping back in, guys. Sorry about that. I had to get all my music set up. But anyway, we jumping back into this tonight. This is about to get good. We still got a main event tonight coming up with my boy CM Saint in a triple threat TLC match for the DWL South American Championship belt. We got SCJ versus Bishop Reese tonight. Bishop Reese making a shocking return this past week and decimating SCJ, his former rival from the original DWL. That was definitely a shock, and we know he was re-signed. I just guess you didn't know when the Tiger was going to strike, and we still got more coming for you tonight. We got Jackie Blaze versus Ivy Jackson, Women's Hardcore Championship belt. And we also got the Nightmare Club taking on the Twin Syndicate in a in a handicap match. But this here is about to get good. The two newest additions to DWL Women Division, Cadaver Storm and Jessie TNT, are about to tie it up. Let's take it to the Uprising ring.
Making her way to the ring, accompanied by Barbara Bell Watts, and residing in Hollywood, California.
And look at the proud trainers training a newest addition, Cadaver Storm, the powerhouse of Betty Boone and BB Watts, the women tag team champions. The DWL Women Tag Team Champions in the corner of this newcomer, Cadaver Storm. And you got to think about what an amazing debut she had. She got the pin in a women's 6-woman tag match. She did fantastic. She proved herself. She came out. She did what she had to do and definitely stuck a sore thumb in my girl Romy's eye. You know what I'm saying? And that is worse than a regular thump in your eye.
And her opponent, accompanied by
And Jessie TNT is coming into the ring with her 2 trainers that's been helping her out in this week, and we got the 2 Queen Power Trip, Romy and Isabella Kobayashi. They've been kind of aiding and helping my girl Jessie TNT keep her game up in the ring. She suffered a loss 2 times, one in the Battle Royal in her debut, and then she, of course, she suffered defeat this past week, but tonight she gets the opportunity to fight. She gets the opportunity to get her hands on her fellow newcomer. They both rookies. They haven't been anywhere else. They're new to DWL. They're new DWL homegrown talent signed to DWL, and I'm excited to see what these 2 ladies do as they get ready to square up in the ring. Referee, here we go with it. My money want to be on Jessie TNT tonight because Jessie TNT, from what I see in the ring, has dynamite talent. But this past week, Cadaver Storm actually surprised me. She literally surprised me with her in-ring talent as well as to keep her composure throughout all the match. I mean, think about it. Some people can't tolerate when they take the L or they getting beat down. But Cadaver Storm kind of kept her cool the whole time, leaving Jessie TNT in a kind of a frustrated situation. So tonight to have them 2 square up one-on-one with their mentors and trainers in the background is definitely a beauty to watch. And look at Jessie TNT. I just talked about that phenomenal style that Jessie TNT brings to a match. She just got to land the landing this time. She got to get the 1, 2, 3. If she don't, it's going to look bad. That's 3 L's in a row. You got to go or you got to straighten up. You know what I'm saying? And Cadaver Storm being impressive as she was this past week on DWL Defiant. And look at her going to the top rope. Wasn't expecting this, folks. All right. And look like she's summoning for your girl to get up. Jessie TNT trying to get to her feet. Cadaver Storm. Ooh. And look like she missed but hit it at the same time. That's pretty weird. It's weird when that happens. And Jessie TNT, see, it's a foot race to get up to their feet first, and they get up at the same time. Who's going to make the strike? And it looked like Jessie TNT going for the ropes, off the ropes, with an amazing drop kick. And Jessie's wasting no time now, giving Cadaver Storm a run for her money, thinking about the loss she suffered last week, the humiliation she had in the ring, could barely get a hit in, and Cadaver Storm just shined. I mean, I'm Jessie TNT. She got to actually speak to the audience. At our last DWL, I know she wants to impress, and right now she got to win to be impressive. And Cadaver Storm looked like she's just a person to take the pain away. And Cadaver Storm on the ground. Jessie TNT getting her a chance to fight back. Jessie TNT with an impressive elbow to the back of the head of Cadaver Storm. And Cadaver Storm is trying to shake back right now. Look like Jessie could get an opportunity right now. This could be the opportunity that Jessie was looking for. But honestly, I wouldn't go for the 10 count. I'll go for the 3. And they at the 5 with the referee. And Cadaver Storm is still on the ground. Jessie TNT is still going at it. Romy and Isabella just letting them do their thing. They stand out of it. I love it. And you see Boone and Watts right around the corner in the distance watching carefully just in case any foul play happens. And there go Betty Boone slowly creeping up behind Jessie TNT. And she's just standing at a distance, and Romy and Isabella standing their distance. It's a standoff, folks, letting these rookies go at it.
Enormous ego of hers down to size.
And Jessie TNT took the count out but made the win. I wouldn't call that impressive, but I guess a win is a win in the book of Jessie TNT. I guess the beatdown was what it was all about. Jessie TNT shine got taken by Cadaver Storm this past week, and it seemed like Jessie TNT intacted some justice of her own by beating her down and just letting her get the count out of 10. Shout out to Jessie, you did your thing. I wouldn't have went with the 10, I'd have went with the 1, 2, 3, but it is what it is. And it seemed like a power trip has went off into the back, leaving Cadaver Storm by herself. And it seems like Romy and Isabella just watching, calling for the paramedics to come get her because she's not moving. All right, Jessie, I see you doing your thing, baby.
The wait is over. This one's for all the marbles, and it's coming up next.
Here we go, guys. We getting ready to get into the hardcore match. That is the women's hardcore championship match. That is, we getting Jackie Blaze, the #1 contender for the $1 million women's champion, taking on my girl Ivy Jackson. Ivy Jackson lost that match at All Night Flight, but Ivy Jackson has been trying to get a hold of her reality, get a hold of herself, and it seemed like tonight the high-ups wants to give her that opportunity. Or is it a punishment for Jackie? I mean, tonight both women are champions, former champions, and you got to think about the history between Ivy Jackson and Jackie Blaze. Ivy Jackson, a part of the original DWL known as Maximum EX at that time, defeating and taking down Jackie Blaze, taking the belt from her in the original DWL. Will we see history repeat itself tonight as Jackie Blaze takes on Ivy Jackson? Can Ivy Jackson take the women hardcore belt from her like she took the DWL women's champion from her so long ago? And also, you got to think about it, $1 million women's champion Sandra O'Grady is somewhere watching her rival and her new #1 contender duke it out. I know it's about to be some chaos. Let's jump to the ring, baby.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Women's Hardcore Championship.
And y'all hear the drums. Y'all know what it is.
Will be on the line here.
Ivy Jackson is here, folks.
We're likely to see a new
and like I said, you got to think about the history between Ivy Jackson and Jackie Blaze. Jackie Blaze, a part of the original DWL, was the DWL Women's Champion and a dominant one at that until she met Maximum EX, now known as Ivy Jackson. Maximum EX not only manipulated her, Ivy Jackson manipulated her into putting the belt up on the line. She beat her and was the last champion before the outage that cost everything, including the data. But now being reformatted into the new DWL, taking on Jackie Blaze, who's now the #1 contender for the $1 million women's champion. And Jackie Blaze on a mission of pounding respect in any opponent that gets into her way. Can Jackie Blaze still keep her belt as her path to Sandra O'Grady goes? Ooh, I like this. Almost cheetah looking. Okay, I like this Jackie Blaze with a whole new look. I like this look. It's kind of warrior-ish. And it seems that the warrior badass is about to come into the ring. Jackie Blaze staring a hole at her opponent, knowing what it means to be in the ring with Ivy Jackson. Oh, and they got the high-ups calling it the snake look. I love it. Like an Egyptian queen walking into the ring, ready to take on anybody that stands in her way of getting to the throne.
I don't know who's more excited.
She is meant to rule, the empress, the ruler of them all. Jackie Blaze with this new look, this new mentality. I love it. Can she still be the hardcore champion at the end of the night? Can she still maintain the belt, or will she fall by the hands of Ivy Jackson? But I don't think she's going to lose tonight, folks. The confidence is just radiating. Maybe it's the new look, I don't know. But she's also wearing those traditional Assassin Wrestling Academy colors, that yellow and black. And we already know from Adrian Blackwolf and Tank Brown, when those colors are on, they mean business. And Jackie Blaze is standing tall, the DWL Women's Hardcore Champion. And she's about to put her belt on the line against her opponent, her former rival, the one who's beaten her for the championship, for a championship belt before, Ivy Jackson.
Introducing the challenger from Texas, Lady Destroyer, Ivy Jackson.
Ivy Jackson is focused. Ivy Jackson can become a champion tonight. I know it's not the DWL $1 Million Women's, but it's worth something.
Suva, Fiji. She is the Women's Hardcore Champion, Jackie Blaze.
Put down that remote, stay a while.
And Ivy Jackson is focused. Jackie Blaze is focused. The referee holds the build up, and the fireworks are about to go off because these two behemoths of a wrestlers, these two dominants in the ring, are about to see who's the top dog in this match. Fellas. And Jackie Blaze starting straight out the gate, sending that power to my girl Ivy Jackson.
Certainly seems ready for this one.
And Ivy with the kick. Oh, spine buster.
God, I can't believe it.
Wow, Jackie, look at the viciousness. She's wasting no time beating the respect in the Ivy Jackson. We've been seeing this physical rough style from my girl Jackie Blaze these past several weeks. We've seen Ivy Jackson these past several weeks also trying to get it back together and establish her dominance in DWL. And right now, Ivy Jackson needs to stay focused because Jackie Blaze is on the run right now. Even though she's down on the ground, she's been giving her the goods. And look at Jackie once again.
It's a hellacious DDT.
And Jackie Blaze about a month ago saying that the audience didn't respect her. No one respected her as she wanted to show that respect. She was going to beat that respect into any individual that stands in her way, and that includes Ivy Jackson. But Ivy Jackson seems like she got a little more fight in her. Ivy Jackson seems like she could make it in this match, and Ivy Jackson wants to do what she did long ago, take the belt from Jackie Blaze.
Complete control of this one. You can see the confidence just beaming from her.
And what way to send a message if Jackie Blaze could defeat Ivy Jackson tonight. Think about it. Think about the message that it sends to everyone. And Jackie Blaze with a DDT. Jackie Blaze has to defeat Ivy Jackson tonight. It sends a message that I'm still here. I'm still worth something. I'm still the most dominant figure in DWL. Because you got to think about it. At one point, Jackie Blaze was that. With the presence of everybody getting of Sandra O'Grady, this is what Jackie Blaze used to be, that unbeatable champion. You couldn't defeat her. And mind you, Ivy Jackson took that shine from her. And look at her going for the 3 count. Oh, but not right now, baby. You gotta get it. You gotta get the 3. She didn't get the 3 this time, though, but she getting herself focused.
She's in a bad way here.
All right, and she's on the middle rope, setting her up for something vicious, and it look like Ivy Jackson don't know what's coming, and Jackie Blaze did with that vicious DDT. Think about it, Jackie Blaze has to send a message, and what better way than a woman who took her shine originally, the first person to show disrespect, the first person to break the one that was known as Jackie Blaze. Think about it, Jackie would get back all her power and then some. That mystique that she was missing, she could gain it back by a simple 1, 2, 3. But it's not over yet. You got to think about it as Jackie is fighting for her life. She's fighting also against Ivy Jackson, who got to get the win that's just as bad as her. She needs championship. She needs championship recognition. She's a champion, and that's what she does. She wrestles as a champion. She defends as a champion. She dominates as a champion, and she needs that belt just as bad as Jackie Blaze needs to keep it. And we know Sandra O'Grady is watching somewhere backstage, watching the DWL $1 Million Women's Champion, getting that $1 million royalty. Don't have to wrestle tonight. Don't even have to appear tonight. Could chill or just catch a payday. It's definitely a beautiful thing when your name is Sandra O'Grady. And look at Ivy Jackson trying to go for a 3 of her own. 2. Oh, close enough, but Jackie Blaze is still fighting. I told you how important it was for both wrestlers. I told you how important it was for both ladies to become the champion tonight, to keep that championship belt tonight for Jackie Blaze is everything. To win that championship belt tonight for Ivy Jackson is everything. Oh!
Inches. She missed by at least a foot, Cole. She looks for it.
And there go Jackie Blaze.
Now that's tight shoulders down. This could be it.
1, 2. Oh, and Ivy Jackson kicks out.
Somehow she's still in this
saving the moment and saving the day. Oh my goodness. Ivy Jackson still has some fight left in her. Ivy Jackson is still doing her thing. Ivy Jackson was doing her thing till Jackie Blaze just came and messed up the whole game for her. And Jackie Blaze still trying to get it on right now. Still trying to get that win. And here it is. 1, 2, 3. And there goes Jackie Blaze once again winning, keeping that hardcore belt and sending a message to Sandra O'Grady that destiny is on the way for her, and that mystique that Jackie Blaze once lost, Jackie Blaze has got it back. Remember, in the original DWL, it was Ivy Jackson that took the mystique of Jackie Blaze. It was Ivy Jackson who took the opportunity from Jackie Blaze to continue to be the champion. And look at Jackie Blaze getting that shine back. Jackie Blaze wasting no time, sending a message to Sandra O'Grady that the Jackie Blaze of old is back. The original Jackie Blaze, the DWL original Jackie Blaze is returned, and Sandra O'Grady is in her path. What a message to send to the DWL $1 Million Women's Champion.
Now don't go anywhere. We have a classic coming up. We have one of the best talents on the roster to date, taking on some tough competition.
Gonna settle the score.
I'm having music problems today, folks. But let's get ready to jump into the next match. We got my boy SCJ taking on Bishop Reese in the No Hold Bars matchup. Y'all don't know the history about them. Check out the old DWL. The Reese brothers and the brothers of SCJ and Benjamin C has been rivals since then. And you got to thank the SCJ and Benjamin C has taken down Bishop Reese and his brother Ryson. And Bison and Bishop have beaten SCJ and Benjamin C. But to see Bishop with no Bison Reese, Bison data couldn't be found. But Bishop Reese has been reformatted in the new DWL. And last week, when SCJ was given a respectful opportunity to his brother Benjamin, Bishop Reese came like a dark angel and took out SCJ. And tonight, they clash. Benjamin C is nowhere to be found, but it seemed like finally the battle of the older brothers will finally be settled in a no-holds-barred match. And let's go to the DWL, the Uprising Arena, to see what's going on with it. It's good to see Bishop Reese back in DWL. I mean, Bishop Reese used to have the floor line, looks more fit, more toned, and he looks like he wants to take down SCJ. It seemed like that has been his mission. We seen him make that mysterious return last week. We thought we was about to get the match that we've been asking for, the battle between Benjamin and SCJ, but that didn't happen. Before Benjamin C could even come out, Bishop Reese has taken out SCJ, and since then Benjamin C has not been seen since or after, and we're trying to find out where's Benjamin C in all of this. Why is he not helping his brother? Why is his brother out only to defend himself? But right now it seems like his brother gonna have to soak it all in and take on Bishop Reese tonight. What up, Savage? Demon Savage back in the house. It must feel good to be reformatted when you Bishop Reese. But I know Bishop is kind of frustrated. His brother, Bison Reese data could not be found from the original DWL. One big brother standing alone, but I guess it could finally end this age-old rivalry between SCJ and Bison Reese, the battle of the older brothers, the battle of the big brothers. You got to think about their history. If it wasn't for Benjamin C back then, SCJ and Benjamin C wouldn't have won the belts back then, the tag team belts in the original DWL. And you got to think about if it wasn't for Bison Reese, Bishop Reese and Bison wouldn't have won those belts back. And then vice versa. It's been a back and forth game between these two sets of brothers. But finally, a brother that stands alone takes on a brother who doesn't appreciate his younger brother SCJ in these past recent hardcore defense matches, putting his brother in a match only to beat his brother down first, then the opponent, and get the win over the brother. And I mean, right now, SCJ feels like he's big stuff, but you got to take out my boy Bishop Reese tonight. And Bishop Reese got some heat on you because he wants you, boy. Okay, the battle of the older brothers is about to begin. And straight out the gate, Bishop Reese wasting no time, taking it to SCJ. And you got to think about the frustration of Bishop Reese. You got to think about the jealousy of Bishop Reese. Bishop Reese is in the, look at how quick. Could it be in 1, 2, 3? Bishop Reese with a less than 3-second win to SCJ, sending a message to SCJ. Bishop Reese is back, baby, in a big way. Look at how powerful, taking SCJ off his high horse, his old rival. Think about the frustration. Bishop Reese is here, but his brother Bison Reese, it's not. Bison Reese data could not be found, but SCJ and Benjamin C data was found in the new DWL, and I know Bishop Reese definitely feels some kind of way.
Great match.
Sending a message to SCJ tonight. It was a win. Next time, it's going to be his belt. Man, that was amazing. That was amazing. Less than 5 seconds. An amazing win. We about to keep going. We got the first main event before the next main event. The first main event of the night, you see the Twin Syndicate is back together. Sophie Amir off the injured reserve. She had sprung her wrist this past week, so she was out for a week. But she's outstanding toe-to-toe with our sister Sonya Amir, who had an impressive singles win against the Nightmare Club member Taryn Rage, which is featured on the right side. But tonight, they're in a handicap match. The tag team of the Twin Syndicate takes on the whole Nightmare Club, and it seems like my girl Nightmare Taylor Ryan is leading the way. Kelly Luke is ready for some action too, and I know Taryn Rage wants to get that win back. These three have been on a path of taking down every new female member of the DWL. I mean, this new blood versus old blood jealousy is starting to boil over. The original DWL members are not too keen to their counterparts. I mean, think about it. The Twin Syndicate was signed before the Nightmare Club was even reformatted, and their data was even used again. So I know they having some kind of aggression. They've already taken out Zenda Babe on the injured list indefinitely. Crazy Ace on the injured list indefinitely. And could the Twin Syndicates be the next members of the Nightmare Club Rampage? And after this, folks, we got that triple threat y'all been waiting for. That triple threat TLC match for the South American Championship belt is going to be CM I'm Not a Saint. CM Saint taking on the team of Marco Brody, who's actually, they're not a team tonight, they're individuals. Marco Brody and his mentor Dante Simmons, who won that special reward 4-way match this past weekend, was granted a match for him and his trainee for the South American Championship belt. That should be interesting. I don't know if CM Saint can hold him down tonight. Will CM Saint destroy it all, or will this be CM Saint fall? Once again, we're going to find out after this match, but it's about to get heated up. These ladies about to get turned up. We are about to cut up for sure. And if y'all already know how to underscore wrestling, my special guest Demon Savage is in the comment box. Y'all make sure y'all look, y'all follow him. Follow him on Instagram as well too. He do SPCK Wrestling, of course, as well as a host of other wrestling leagues. See him, Saint Man. Get ready, bro. Your match is next, bro. I appreciate everybody. Let's jump into this first main event of the night. The Nightmare Club versus the Twin Syndicate. Let's go to the Uprising Arena. And here comes out the Twin Syndicate first. Sophia Mir with that sprained wrist this past week. And now she's cleared to wrestle tonight. And she's out here to help her big sister, who was impressive in standing on her own 2 feet this past week. And now her sister's back in the ring for it. And I guess it feels good. They both been kind of on solo missions. My girl Sonya tried to take the hardcore belt from my girl Jackie Blaze to no avail. And of course Sophia O'Meara in the DWL Women's Intercontinental Tournament, only to come up short in the semifinals. But shout out to her anyway. She did an impressive and an amazing job. But you know what? Tonight is about these two young ladies as they take on a new breed, should I say a remix of an old breed of DWL women's wrestlers. Because tonight, Sonya O'Meara and Sophia O'Meara really have a nightmare on their hands. But I think they could handle it. Hopefully, they can handle it.
And their opponents, Nightmare Taylor Ryan, Big Bad Kelly Lou, America's Sweetheart Taryn Rage, and the Club.
This is it.
And the Nightmare Club is making themselves to the ring. Taryn Rage climbing the ropes first with the sunshades and the green. We see my girl Nightmare Taylor Ryan, formerly Sunshine Taylor Ryan, in the yellow and blonde hair. And of course, Big Country Kelly Luke, my favorite, with that lovely violet lavender on right there, that violet peakish right there, that magenta, that's what it is. Ha ha! Know my words, folks. And here go this handicap match that the high-ups have chosen to go with. Let's go. And straight out the gate, Sonya O'Meara is giving it to my girl Taylor Ryan. And Taylor Ryan, you got to think about it. Taylor Ryan, as tough as they come, one of the DWL originals, very versatile in and out the ring, and can take out just about anybody. And there goes Sophia O'Meara, shining once again. It's so good to see them as a tag team again, man. I've seen them in singles action, and they are amazing as singles, but it's something special when the Twin Syndicate is tag teaming together. And there go Big Sister Sophie with the kicks, sending it straight to my girl Taylor Ryan. Uh-oh, and there go Ryan with the takedown to O'Meara. O'Meara needs to make the tag real quick, catch her breath right quick, because you know she just came back from injury. She sprained her wrist. Don't push yourself too hard in the match. You got your sister. You got somebody that got your back. Uh-oh, and tagging in Taryn Rage. Taryn Rage, feast on pure rage herself. There is no wrestling style, only rage for Taryn Rage. And there go Taryn Rage with that wild woman style, kicking and taking it to the stomach and to the back of my girl Sophia O'Meara. Not even aiming for the wrist, and she injured her wrist. And that's just the viciousness of my girl Taryn Rage.
Tough to combat that one.
And Sonya O'Meara have to watch her sister thrive in pain as she tried to get a tag, or hoping for a tag, as the people who she thought she beat last week. And there goes Sonya finally fighting back. I thought it was over for her. There we go, that overhead belly to belly. I love it, baby. I love those. Go ahead with that tag. Sonya O'Meara has been tagged in, and now it's a little sister Sonya time. Taryn Rage needs to get that loss, needs to avenge that loss she suffered by the hands of Sonya O'Meara last week. And look at Taryn. Wasting no time. Taryn Rage Oh, and a kick to the face of my girl Taryn Rage. And Sonya Mir is fighting back with everything she's got left in her. Oh, and look at the clothesline. And Sonya Mir still flexing right now, sending it to my girl Taryn Rage right now.
Yeah, but I doubt this is her undoing. She still seems to have plenty of fight left in her.
And Taryn Rage still fighting for her life.
But that doesn't mean it's the end of the road for her. Not by a long shot.
And Sonya, what's she gonna do?
Looks like she wants to beat her.
She slid her back in the ring. Smart move. Go for the 1, 2, 3. Don't go for no just weak 10 count. I don't really respect 10 counts, but if you get them, you get them.
Return to the specific maneuver.
Sonya Mir sending it to the ropes, into the top corner right quick, tagging in her sister Sophie. We about to see some twin action. Here it go. Uh-oh. Straight from Dudleyville, sending respect to her, and look at my girl Taylor Ryan trying to take it to my girl Sophie. And Sophie trying to fight off Taylor Ryan, and she about to get a pin off her edge, and look at Taylor Ryan saving it for her team. And look at Sonya. Sonya coming in to help her sister, but no avail because Taylor Ryan has just kicked out the ring. And now look at the focus is back on Rage. Sophie is focused on Rage with a power bomb. And Kelly Luke just watching, staring, waiting for the moment. Don't want to get too involved yet. Right now, I don't think Sophie realized that Taylor Ryan has just viciously beat down Sister Sonya Mir, and look like Taryn Rage is getting some second win from this with a powerbomb to her own.
She is just so dominant.
Can she do it here?
1. Oh, and Sonya Mir saving the day. And look at the tag team right quick. Taylor Ryan taking it once again, and Sonya trying to fight back. Taylor Ryan wasting no time, giving the business to Sonya Mir, and Kelly Luke has just been tagged in, and Sophie just might be in trouble. And Sonya Mir trying to swing at Kelly Luke but missed. Sophia Mir trying to fight Kelly Luke, got her hands in. The thing about Kelly Luke is you gotta get her before she gets you. And look like Sonya Mir knows that, because Sonya Mir just hit her with a vicious maneuver just now. Oh, straight out the gate.
Part of her game plan heading in.
You gotta love these suplexes, especially when the Mir sisters put them through. Oh, they get the remix. Oh, a suplex to a backbreaker. Love that. Oh. And that goes Sophia Mir showing off the night, taking it to Kelly Luke. Definitely not giving Kelly Luke no chance to get a hold of her, no chance at all to take out. And now she just made the mistake number 1. Kelly Luke has her opportunity. Kelly Luke can grab her. Now Kelly Luke is about to do what she does best, break and hurt. And look at her taking it to Sophia Mir. Sophia Mir, think about it, you just came off the injured list and you fighting with every ounce of energy you can. You need to tag your sister before it becomes too dangerous. But I guess Sophia Mir going with that iron claw.
And Michael, I have to question the decision to go for a submission.
She's trying to stay in the match. She's trying to get as much as she can get in to help her little sister to make this match a little bit more easier. And they go to Mir sisters once again, hitting it old school style with that 3D Twinalicious. Boom! And look at Taylor Ryan was trying to get in just now, and the referee needs to focus and count the pin. 1, 2, and that goes to kick out on 2. Referee, you got to focus. That was supposed to have been a 3, homeboy. And look at Kelly Luke. And think about it, if Sonya Mir beats 2 members of the Nightmare Club, is the Nightmare Club still as vicious as they've been lately, or did the twins have their number? And there goes Sonya Mir picking her up for that roundhouse kick, that twin circle kick as they like to call it, and this could be it. Come on, 1, 2, oh, close but not close enough. And she missed it, and Kelly Luke with some power of her own.
So
Oh!
dominant.
And Kelly Luke not taking it to Sonya Emile. You got to think about it. Sonya Emile also has some damage from early on in this match. And right now taking it to the turnbuckle. Is she going to tag her sister in again? We about to see some more twin magic. We about to see something different. Oh, with a backbreaker off the ropes into a senton. And that is it, folks. That got to be it. And look at that deadlift. What is Sonya Emile doing? I mean, Sophia Emile doing? And there go Kelly Luke saving her skin one last time. And look like she could be setting up. She could be setting up for that Kelly Luke powerbomb. Straight from the country, straight from the cotton fields, straight from the cornfields. That's it, baby.
And she looked like she had no chance just a few moments ago.
That was that straight Kentucky power right there. One. Oh, and her sister saved her skin once again, and it looks like the ringleader behind the Nightmare Club has been tagged in, and it looks like Sonya Emile is getting the business. And look at Taylor Ryan wasting no time, and I already know who she's targeting. She's targeting Sonya. She's going to attack Sonya. And what did I just say? The ringleader taking out the partner, the person who caused them for the loss in the first place, and Sonya Emile trying to save her skin with that dragon screw, just not saving her for just a moment. And oh man, Taylor Ryan wants her bad, but not Taylor's back focused. And that's what a leader has to do. A leader has to stay focused on their target. She was off focus for just a little bit, just enough to send some damage to Sonya, and now she's taking it to Sophie. Oh, and look at that athleticism.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
And that go into the turnbuckle, and I'm wondering what the Nightmare Club is about to do. And that goes Sophia Emile saving herself, and an elbow and a kick, putting her back into the corner. Taryn Rage has been tagged in. Oh, and a kick to the back of the head. She could be done for. Crawling to save, call to her sister. Sophia Emile still fighting. She still got some fight left, and I don't know how she survived that kick to the back of the head, but she's doing whatever she can to stay in it.
She's practically motionless right now, Corey.
And she's probably wondering what she's got herself into.
She's still trying to fight. Fighting with every ounce of energy she has to stay in this match. Oh, and there go the slam.
Don't let the beauty fool you. She has power.
And they go kicks to the face, that viciousness.
I don't know how much more punishment she can take here in this handicap match.
And the referee is still counting as they're still fighting.
I think she's trying to prove a point here.
And he has 7.
Nicely done.
And what's Tara Rage gonna do?
Been a rough night for her so far, Corey. It's going to get a lot rougher if she doesn't get up.
And they go to count out. The Nightmare Club took the count out. Sophia Emile could not get back to her feet in time to not allow this to happen. The Nightmare Club, what a cheap win. It's the second one tonight. And I'm just as shocked as you are, guys. I can't believe it happened just like that. The Nightmare Club once again, and look at Taylor Ryan and her band of married women right now. They are excited, and for Taryn Rage to disrespect the sister of Sonya Emile, you got to think about it. Look at the ref checking on Sophia Emile alongside Sonya as the Nightmare Club celebrate another win. The Nightmare Club is still in business, baby.
Garbage. Nobody wants a count out.
And we got Piper Troy coming to the ring tonight to address the crowd. What does Piper Troy have on her mind tonight? Piper Troy losing her Women's Intercontinental belt this past week. Piper Troy is no longer the Women's Intercontinental Champion. It is officially Tia Tyson. And for Piper Troy, I know there's a lot on her mind tonight as she addressed the audience, since losing her title. Piper Troy defended her title successfully 4 times, and to lose it to Tia Tyson, I know she's swallowing her pride tonight. The former champion wants to address the crowd about her future and where she's going from there. This is going to be an emotional roller coaster for the main event, folks. Get ready for it. I may even shed some tears. I mean, I love Piper Troy as the Women's Intercontinental Champion. I mean, I really was rooting for her to go the long way. And for Tia Tyson to come up with a surprise win, I'm impressed. I'm officially impressed. I love Tia Tyson. I love what she brings to the ring. And now we have a new age for the Women's Intercontinental Championship belt. Alright guys, let's go to the Uprising Arena.
What's this all about?
This is going to get interesting.
And Piper Troy is making her way to the ring. Piper Troy, the former Women's Intercontinental Championship belt, losing her belt to my girl Tia Tyson this past week on Defiant. Piper Troy is out here to address the crowd, and she still got a smile on her face. So let's see what she's got to say. Oh, that smile just turned serious. Wow. Piper Troy addressing the audience with such fierceness, telling them to sit their butts down and open their ears. Wow, I guess there's a fire been lit since someone has lost the belt. And it looks like somebody's frustrated about something.
A lot of anger behind those words, guys.
And she's calling out the champion, Tia Tyson. I guess she's not finished with the Women's Intercontinental Championship belt yet. And here comes the DWL Women's Intercontinental Champion, Tia Tyson, looking like she's in ring gear, in good shape. It seems like she's been training, and it looks like a new fire has lit under Piper Troy, because she's staring right through her. She sees her target. She sees her way to climb back to that Women's Intercontinental Championship belt. And a smile on Tia Tyson's face.
Bro, I guess so.
And it seems like straight out the bait, Piper Troy is trying to get Tia Tyson to fight, to get Tia Tyson to attack her. And it seems like Tia Tyson isn't even going for that right now. Tia Tyson is smiling because Tia Tyson is the new DWL Women's Intercontinental Champion. And I mean, Piper Troy is definitely feeling some kind of way about that. And look at Piper Troy calling for a match, saying once and for all, Tyson, Troy, one more time, one more match, and I'm assuming it's going to be for the Women's Intercontinental Championship belt. And look at her saying it's not up to her, but it's up to the DWL higher-ups to make that match happen. And if I'm the high-ups, I would think that's interesting, because think about it, we could have a two-time Women Intercontinental Champion, but we could keep the ball rolling with the new age of Tyson and bring her a fresh contender. And look at her, Tia Tyson is offering a match at pay-per-view, a match for the Women's Intercontinental belt. And look at Piper Troy saying that she will embarrass
one of the most
Tia
popular
Tyson.
superstars in the WWE, no question.
And Tia Tyson is already telling her she's going to teach her a lesson. the hard way. Tell her what day and what time. Tia Tyson has laid down the gauntlet, and it looks like a path at the pay-per-view just may feature Tyson Troy 2.
And now it's time for the match we've all been waiting for.
And here we go, the final match of the night. We got the main event, and we got my boy CM Saint versus Dante Simmons versus Marco Brody. In case you didn't know, last week that was a fatal four-way match, and the rules was whoever won got a special reward. Dante Simmons won, and the reward from the higher-ups was a three-way dance match with his mentoree, his boy Marco Brody and Dante Simmons. Dante Simmons has been mentoring Marco Brody as he's new to DWL, training him, the next generation of DWL wrestlers. But think about this opportunity tonight. They're not allies, but they're opponents. And CM Saint title is on the line. Can CM Saint do the unthinkable? Can a two-time South American champion keep the belt, or will he lose it once again? Just gonna find out tonight, baby, because it's all about to go down in the ring in just a second. And make sure, if you want to follow and be a part of DWL, make sure you follow us at Infomux Media. That's INFOMUX_media. And at DWL_wrestling on Instagram. We have a lot of other shows we do. We do more than just the wrestling. We do live action. We do a show called Hood News, which you will see a guy named Buddy Sheffman, who just so happened to be the same Buddy Sheffman from DWL, and he's also portrayed by me. I'm Buddy Sheffman's creator, obviously. But anyway, that's why he don't be in championship matches like talking about. But speaking of which, we're going to get back to the South American Championship match, because it all goes down in the ring. Who's going to be the South American Championship tonight? Can CM Saint do the impossible, or will he lose the belt once again? Let's go to the ring. And here comes the first contender, the man who won it for him and his partner, the man who won it for him and his trainee, Dante Simmons.
Weighing in at 245 pounds, Don T. Simmons.
Here we go, gentlemen. Huge title match coming up.
And a huge opportunity for the champ to prove to everyone that there truly is none better in all of WWE right now.
Without a doubt, a big opportunity for him here tonight, Byron.
Yeah, it really is, Michael. And he doesn't seem like the type of guy who's just going to squander
and Dante Simmons with a focused look on his face, ready for action as he gets ready to climb into the DWL ring. And he's setting his eyes on the prize because he wants to win the reward. He wants to be champion. And Dante Simmons have focused for quite some time and think about what a message or a lesson it would send to the person he's training. It would send to Marco Brody. Hey, just imagine if his trainee wins the South American Championship belt. Or hey, even worse, what if my boy CM Saint continue his reign of terror? And think about it as a triple threat TLC match. So you know the rules. You got to climb that ladder, grab that belt to be the champion. And here comes Marco Brody.
And introducing the challenger from Athens, Greece.
And you gotta love it, Marco Brody making his way to the ring focused, and you got to think about what an opportunity this is for Marco Brody. His trainer has gotten him a title match opportunity. It's not only an opportunity to showcase his skills and go against his trainee, but also go against another person, another challenger, something that's different, something to keep him going. And man, what a moment right now for Marco Brody. What a moment to get a chance at the belt. What a moment it is. And CM Saint is about to get ready to come out, and I know CM Saint is ready for some action. And here he comes, the South American, let me correct that, the two-time South American champion, my boy CM to the Saint. And CM Saint may not be a fan favorite to you. CM Saint may not care about your energy. As a matter of fact, CM Saint only cares about the belt and becoming the best and being the champion right now. CM Saint is only worried about being the greatest of the greatest right now. CM Saint is only worried about continuing his reign of terror and destroying anybody in the ring. CM Saint is only worried about CM Saint.
The champ doesn't have to win this match. He just can't lose.
And I feel the champion's vibe right now. He already knows the 6'9" high flying juggernaut. Already knows how he got to win this match. He climbs that ladder. He grips the belt. He becomes better. And it's for the beautiful DWL South American Championship belt. And here we go. Straight out the gate, Marco Brody taking out his trainer. Wow. It's kind of shades of SCJ right there for a second. CM Saint is not worried about the focus, but I guess every person is on the line tonight. Everybody's for themselves when the belt is on the line. And look at CM Saint hitting Marco Brody with the chair. And my boy Dante Simmons already feeling the disrespect, taking it to CM Saint.
What is in Simmons' mind right
now? And look at that, a two-hand choke slam courtesy of Dante Simmons. And look at Marco Brody attacking my boy Dante Simmons with the ladder.
Anybody's guess which one of them is going to claim it here.
And Dante Simmons answering back with a shot of his own. CM Saint elbows, getting ready to take it to my boy Dante Simmons with that vicious elbow. Marco Brody and the ladder sitting there, standing out the ring line. You folks, this is a TLC match. Ladders, chairs, and tables are legal, folks. You already know the deal. And CM Saint with a chair trying to even out the odds. Straight out the gate with that backbreaker. And my boy Dante Simmons doing his thing right now. And Dante Simmons teaching his own trainee a lesson in manners with an introduction to Dante Simmons.
Don't be surprised if their alliance ends after.
And CM Saint with a German suplex, teaching Dante Simmons his own lesson. Oh, and CM Saint with that 6'9" body going across the chest of Dante Simmons. That could have broke all his lungs just now. And CM Saint is feeling that energy right now. CM Saint with that amazing flip, taking out Marco Brody. Dante Simmons getting back to his feet, realizing he got to take down CM Saint in order to get this win. And right now, Simmons is focused on the ladder, and while my boy Saint is focused on Brody. But Saint is not a fool. Look at Saint getting the ladder, getting the table, bringing it into the ring. Dante Simmons set up the ladder. Now it's a party, folks, because now they about to do their thing. But Dante Simmons going for the ladder while CM Saint decides to teach Marco Brody a lesson in pain. And CM Saint about to deliver that message. Oh, and Dante Simmons still going for that belt right now. CM Saint realized his belt is in jeopardy. And look at a 6'9" giant taking on Dante Simmons. Dante Simmons looking like a midget compared to this big man right now. And Dante Simmons trying to fight with everything that's in him so he can get a hold of that belt. And CM Saint fighting back with some viciousness on his own. And CM Saint going for the belt, folks. Marco Brody on the ground. Dante Simmons on the ground. One of these people got to get up. CM Saint is on the roll, and CM Saint look like he's only inches away from taking that belt off. And Marco Brody is back to his feet, and he realizes CM Saint has got the belt, and it's over with, folks. CM Saint successfully defends his DWL South American Championship belt in an easy match. Congratulations, CM Saint. You won, and you are still the dominant South American champion. Congratulations to CM Saint. He's done it again. The most hated man in DWL keeps his haters loving him and hating him even more, because CM Saint is still your DWL champion. He loves the belt that much. He refuses to part with it, folks. And my name is Chef 24/7. I appreciate you for letting me host tonight, and I will catch y'all this Saturday at 7 for DWL Defiant. And as always, be defiant. God bless the cook. Have mercy on the dishwasher. Thank you for watching DWL. Good night, everybody.